I'm sorry, you're a what now?
The Doctor. A Time Lord. Ancient alien from the other side of the galaxy. You know, all that stuff I just said.
All of this is a lot to just dump on some pony, who only seconds ago was taking a lovely stroll through the park.
You quite literally asked for this.
Yeah, I did.
Any questions you might have? I can answer almost anything with about 98.3% accuracy.
I feel like any questions you do answer will just make me more confused, leaving me with more questions.
Huh, I do have that effect, I suppose.
Just gonna have to suspend my disbelief and roll with whatever you're telling me.
You really are an odd one. Not many ponies just cast it away so quickly. Really skipping steps 1 to 5 like that.
Even if you're making up half of it, I'm at least a decade from where I'm supposed to be. Calling you insane would probably not help me, would it?
What's insane to some is perfectly reasonable to others. When ponies first looked up into the starry sky with dreams of one day visiting those faraway places, were they not considered insane by their peers?
Well, I think it is insane.
Why's that?
You can't leave Equestria. Celestia and Luna themselves rotate the sun and moon respectively. There are many legends of Luna putting the stars in the sky. There hasn't really been anything showing otherwise that there's more to Equus than...
Oh, my dear sweet Amethyst Star. There are orders of magnitude more outside your little planet than you could ever hope to imagine. In fact... Come along, Miss Amethyst Star. There's something I wish to show you.
I'm sorry, Luna, but the moon was prettier to look at while you were trapped on it.
Now, try not to freak out, but what you're about to see will blow your mind.
Okay, whatever you say, Doctor.
Come along, Miss Star, and see what the universe has in store for ponykind. Look at that. Equus, home planet of ponies, changelings, yaks, Kirin, and so many others. It's stunning, isn't it?
That's it? That's where I'm from?
You're actually from... there. Ponyville is somewhere in the center of that landmass.
Puts everything in perspective. We're so small. Can't make out anything from up here. What does anything I do matter then? Doesn't change anything, does it?
Amethyst Star, did you know that in the grand scheme of everything, you're closer in size to the largest structures ever discovered in the cosmos than the tiniest molecules that make everything up? There are beings you're entirely unaware of that have looked down on you and had the same thoughts as you.
You're kidding.
I guarantee it. Just because you can look down on that great blue ball doesn't mean that you're insignificant and that your problems don't matter. A problem's a problem, regardless of the scale.
Well, I guess. You're the expert in this, right? I couldn't even imagine this scale. No matter how many globes I've seen, I could have never prepared me for this.
That can take time. Maybe I've gotten used to this myself. Do you need some more time?
Oh, no. I'm okay.
Then what's the answer to my question, Miss Amethyst Star? 1,000,000 billion stars with 1,000,000,000,000 planets. Would you like to see it?
After seeing this? Maybe 1 or 2.
No worries, Miss Star. Is there anywhere you've wanted to visit on Equus? I don't want to throw you into the deep end quite yet.
So much I want to see. Ever since the Crystal Empire was restored, I've wanted to see it. A mystery not far from home.
Close the door when you're ready, then we'll be off.
Yeah. Okay.
Ha-ha! Perfect! Hold on to your mane, Miss Star. Here we are. Landed us just outside the city. I've thought I'd make things more interesting and brought us about 1,500 years before your time. Huh. I wonder how things have progressed.
So this'll be a pre-Somber Crystal Empire?
Indeed. Though, don't mention anything about that chap. We unfortunately can't alter something of that magnitude.
So it's impossible to make any changes?
Well, no. There are things you can change, things you shouldn't change, and things you can't change. Sombra falls under the latter.
I think I get it.
Just don't mention his name. Or anything about your time, really. Just look pretty and admire the place.
Got it.
Let's go, Amethyst Star. No. Doesn't sound right. It's too plain, too simple. Needs more skip. I'll have to workshop it.
Whoa! I wasn't expecting the plants to be made of crystal. Dendrite trees, botryoidal bushes.
Those are some fancy words, Miss Star. Knowledgeable about crystals, then?
Well, my cutie mark is 3 diamonds, so you could say I have an interest in both silicon and carbon formations. You didn't notice before now?
I'm not in the habit of staring at some pony's flank. It's rude where I come from.
Well, how do you figure things out about each other?
All Gallifreyans have an hourglass for their cutie mark, as you call them. And even then, I find the practice of studying one's cutie mark to be an open door for prejudice.
So your entire culture has cutie marks, but they're based on what you are rather than what your talent is? Not even a job or interest you have?
You'll find that a lot of different species bear a similar mark to what you ponies have, though they possess various meanings. Your culture and the magic they manifest through happens to display one's innate talents. Mine is a symbol of their status, and yet another is what food they're currently craving. Makes ordering at a restaurant easy, though I always get sand.
Then I'd break my teeth on my meal.
That would be most unfortunate. Looks like we've arrived. Looking a lot nicer than the last time I was here. The roads were more like shards of crystalline glass, and now bricks. They're much nicer on the hooves.
Ugh, that sounds awful.
I got used to it.
Oh, hello. What brings you to... Doctor! It's been a long time. Went and changed again, did you?
Twice since then.
Why are you dressed like...
Like what?
Like a hobo?
Well, it was a lot cleaner before my last adventure, and on my last body.
Wait, hang on. Last body?
Please, do you think I'd willingly wear this coat with these eyes? I have the ability to regenerate my entire being. These clothes were my predecessors. Quite an interesting style choice, I'd say.
The last one I knew wore leather.
Huh?
Jacket. A faux leather jacket.
I see.
I am curious how you recognized it was me, Amethyst.
Well, I've only...
You have the same soul behind those eyes. But anyway, what brings you back here, Doctor? Sightseeing? Magical anomalies?
Something like that. My companion here wanted to see the crystal... Oh! I've yet to introduce you to. Amethyst, meet my newest companion, Miss Amethyst Star.
Well, that won't get confusing.
You're right. How about I call you Amy, Miss Sharp? Just for now.
Fine by me. And you! It's a pleasure to meet another amethyst, especially one made of flesh and blood.
Yes, I am? Are you not?
Nope, made entirely from crystal. Come on, feel. I'm hard as a rock.
I think I'll pass, but thank you for the offer.
Now that you two are acquainted, Amy, would you ever be so gracious as to show my compatriot and I around? It's been decades since I was here last, and so much has changed.
That would be thanks to Princess Amore. She showed up a few years after you disappeared and helped steer us into becoming a proper society.
Princess Amore. I recognize that name. Wasn't she the last ruler before...
No, you don't. No, you don't.
You're acting weird again, Doctor.
And you know I have good reason to.
I don't doubt it. Well, let's get on with the tour then, shall we?
You almost said too much.
I was thinking out loud.
Well, next time, think in loud.
Ugh, I'll try my best.
Thank you.
Hey, you two coming?
Right behind you. Avante, Amethyst Star. Doesn't feel very doctory. Amethyst, are you sure you don't want to try this stuff? It's absolutely delicious.
No thanks. I'll just eat something less crunchy later.
Your loss. What do you think of our city otherwise?
This place is beautiful. The chiseled structures, sapphire waterfalls. How did you make textiles out of solid crystal?
Unfortunately, I'm not equipped to answer that question, but after this next stop, we could go find some pony and ask.
What's next on the itinerary?
The Crystal Heart.
The Crystal Heart?
The Crystal Heart. The power source of all crystal pony kind.
It's already been fashioned into a heart.
That was another Princess Amore development. The beating heart of Northern Equestria, she calls it.
I heard it can make any pony into a crystal pony. Is that true?
Speaking from multiple experiences, yes it can. But only under very specific circumstances.
Does it hurt?
It depends on how. Usually when outsiders are affected by it, it doesn't change their biology, just gives them a temporary shiny layer, as long as you're in the radius of the heart. But longer-term exposure can cause more drastic changes.
Which is how we came about.
When I last helped the crystal ponies, it was to aid them in their transformation. They were normal ponies until the magic of the crystal heart caused all this. But it was a lot more aggressive in its effects back then.
We would have been statues if a workaround wasn't discovered. And thanks to the doc, we got one.
It was a group effort.
Sounds like you've learned how to be humble.
I've been taught that lesson a few times since then.
And you survived them to tell the tale.
In a roundabout sort of way, yes.
You always have a way of making it work out in the end. Anyways, the heart isn't much farther. Just another block or so.
Oh, I can't wait! Tell me, Amy, what's your favorite part of the Crystal Empire? Surely you have one.
My favorite parts are definitely the geode room in the museum, the coffee shop in the opalescent district. They make some really good coffee brews from our own homegrown minerals.
Mineral coffee?
Don't knock it till you try it.
Whatever you say.
Guards at the heart. Did something happen?
No, Princess Amore always has some guards stationed at the heart. Why would you think something's happened?
Well, normally something would have by now. Strange that it's still rather calm.
Hey, you can't just waltz up to the... Hang on a minute, is that the doctor? Sorry, you're not looking the same as I remember.
Think nothing of it. I don't exactly look the same as last time, do I?
No, you do not. You three are good to go ahead. Just don't touch anything important, alright?
We won't.
Oh my Celestia! This is so much more beautiful than what I could have ever imagined! The superb chiseling quality and polish on every vertex. I haven't seen anything with this much detail before.
Rock nerd.
Really?
Just find it silly. What do you think of my chiseling?
Oh, knock it off, you two. Marvelous. Simply marvelous. When last I was here, this was just a large hunk of chrono quartz. Whoever did the chiseling work did a fantastic job. Nary a blemish on any facet.
Couldn't agree more.
Anyway, chrono quartz?
An uncommon mineral found throughout the universe. Has a number of different properties, several of which involve temporal manipulation. This was a meteorite that struck the area a long time ago. Local legend says that looking into it will reveal parts of your history, both past and future. A claim I've always wanted to study myself.
Well, whatever the reason, it's made us all crystals and caused us to age really, really slowly.
Fascinating. Oh, wow! That's amazing!
Oh? What did you see?
Me and my foster filly, Dinky Doo. She's an absolute delight.
Foster filly?
I'm a part of Equestria's Big Sister program. I'm not able to take care of any pony full time, but I do what I can. The last couple years I've been with Dinky, and despite everything, she's just this little ball of sunshine. What about you? Did you see anything?
No. Too far away, I suppose.
Unless you want to continue ogling the inanimate crystal, then I suggest we move on. Not much left to do but stare after it does its thing.
Yes, I suggest moving on.
I guess if that's all the Crystal Heart does, then yeah. Lead the way, Amethyst. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me. Doctor? Why in the name of Tartarus are you in my room?
Amethyst, there is no problem.
Yeah?
No aliens, secret underground species, plagues descending onto the city? Absolutely nothing. For an entire day.
And you're in my room because...
Well, since the problem doesn't seem to be external, I thought it might be internal. Gave you a quick scan to make sure there's no malevolent spirit attempting to possess you. Nothing of the sort.
Doctor, why aren't you asleep?
Oh, I don't sleep.
You don't sleep.
Nope. Time Lord biology. An hour of sleep is enough for me to get through a whole...
Well, I do. Good night, Doctor.
Oh, well, good night, Amethyst. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite, because when they do, it can cause a whole host
Doctor!
Sorry. What to do? Might as well look into the Crystal Heart again, while I wait for something to happen. Just as I feared, nothing. Is there really nothing here? This anticlimax is getting to me. The gods must be resting. Do they really just trust the Crystal Heart here, by itself? I could steal it and make a problem, but then I would be the problem, and I'm not ready to make that jump yet. Ugh. What are you doing just floating here, mocking me and being innocent? Well, you've succeeded. I've been thwarted. Look at me talking to a rock. I just can't be here without something happening. Is that me? I hate to admit that Rarity was right, but that scarf was a little gaudy, wasn't it? You were so innocent. I had no idea what awaited you. And you. I was you hardly a day ago. I wish I did have more time as you. Just look at those natural curls. And you did wear the stuffy old professor look well. Is that me in the now? Oh dear, I do look like a raggedy old pony. I really do need to change once we leave.
Am I interrupting something?
Huh? Oh, are you Princess Amore?
The very same. And judging by the descriptions provided by my subjects, you are the doctor?
That I am.
You don't dress as fancifully as I anticipated.
This is one of my off days.
I can see that. What's got you on edge, Doctor?
Nothing bad has happened. Which to most ponies that'd seem nice, but to me that means something worse is coming. That's the scariest part.
Fears can break even the wisest. Doctor, it's okay to let things happen. And when the universe gives you a break, you take it. No pony is more worthy of that than the fearless doctor.
Fearless. If you knew anything about me, you wouldn't describe me as such.
You're correct. I'll admit I'm not familiar with you on a personal level. After all, I was just a hopeless filly, hearing stories about a mad mare with a box.
More like an idiot. Sorry, must be post-regenerative sickness. Normally, I'm not this...
Open? The crystal heart is known to help ponies with their suppressed emotions. However, their own heart must be willing. So tell me, hero of the cosmos, why are you so hesitant to accept the help that you need?
Enough of the tired old man. I've never been truly open all my lives. I had friends, of course, and relationships that meant everything to me. But after so long, it became too easy to throw them away, in spite of my feelings.
Love is what connects us all, Doctor. From the moment we are born, we are conditioned with love. As we grow older, we connect more and more with that love, making friends, relationships, and though it can hurt, our heart becomes more susceptible to vulnerabilities, which reminds us why we are truly alive. From the sound of it, Doctor, you're finally learning to let that love into your heart. Someone made you feel loved, wanted, and needed.
And I threw them away. Sprinkles, Songbird, Derby.
And why did you do that?
I was hurt. I was scared. I didn't want them to see me die.
Life, death, love, grief, symbiotic in their relationship to one another. Can't live without death, can't grieve without love. Everything loves and everything dies.
If you knew a tenth of the things I fought against, then you wouldn't believe that any longer.
Even the most vile beings have something they deeply care for.
All right, Miss Live, Laugh, Love. What's this all about?
You seem tired of who you've become. Obviously, you have regrets about past mistakes. Yet, you seem to repeat them time and time again. Like a broken clock, you're always stuck.
Well, you, who seem to be wise in the ways of my own hearts, what should I do then?
I think you know, Doctor. You're a smart mare. I can't tell you what to do, as much as I can't change my own demise. However, I at least try to give my people something to look fondly on, so that they might have peace before...
Yeah, I was worried you'd say something like that.
I guess nothing more needs to be said then. Go forth, Time Lord, and learn to let your love for all be known once more. We'll be fine if anything comes up.
You know, normally I'm the one giving this sort of advice. It's different being on the receiving end. Thank you.
Everything will work out in the end.
Oh, I haven't been able to let loose like that in ages. I may be brand new, but I really feel it now.
Me neither. I needed that. Who knew gym polishing translated well into hoofacures? I can even see my reflection in them. Ooh.
And this dress! Not exactly something I would wear all the time, but it makes me feel...
Girly? Really?
pretty.
What I don't understand is why you wouldn't let them throw the old clothes out.
I may have died in them, but they're still mine.
Okay, Mrs. Sentimental.
Miss Dr. Sentimentality.
Oh, I apologize, Miss Doctor. This was really nice, honestly. Thank you. I appreciate it all. Taking me here was what I didn't know I needed.
I find ponies never really realize how much they need a break until they're offered an opportunity. You haven't apologized, by the way.
What for?
Calling me a cannibal.
Did that really offend you that badly?
I certainly didn't appreciate it.
Well, I'm sorry. Better?
I don't believe you. Feels forced.
Well, next time you start hacking up bits of pony, I won't make any assumptions.
Appreciated.
So then, you're taking me back home now?
That's the plan.
I do have some responsibilities back home.
Time machine.
That's true. But I should get some things done. Less on my mind while seeing the universe, you know?
I understand. A quick trip to Ponyville, and later,
Maybe somewhere further out?
across the universe.
In a different time?
Bet my beating hearts on it.
I'd like that. Thank you.
I'll see you in a moment, or maybe a week, or 100 years. Time travel can be funny like that.
I'd expect nothing less then. See you later, Miss Dr. Sentimental.
Until next time, Miss Amethyst Star.
You know, you can just call me Amethyst.
Right. Until then, Amethyst.
You know, that wasn't too bad.
Amethyst?
Oh, noteworthy?
I was just coming by to check on my ring when I saw you step out of that box.
What? No, that was nothing.
Nothing? Amethyst, that box belongs to the Star Traveler.
I don't know
How
what...
long have you known them? Which one? I've read that they've had a bunch of different faces.
Oh, I'm reading the credits this time? Okay. The Doctor was voiced by Miharu the Fox. Amethyst Star was voiced by Fox Cinder. Amethyst Shard was voiced by Bloodhush. Princess Amore was voiced by Hatem Sinar. The Guard was voiced by Impulsive. And Noteworthy was voiced by Ultraflux. Script written by Impulsive and Goldwing. Artwork by Diango. Music by Corvusbot. Audio editing by Impulsive. Opening sequence by Echo Glider. Doctor Who is the copyright of the BBC, and My Little Pony: Friendship is Magic is copyright of Hasbro and DHX Media. See you all next time!